Located in central Kentucky at Mammoth Cave National Park, you will find the entrance to the largest cave system known to the world. As we descend, I remember a heavy, constant flow of ice-cold air escaping from the cave. Since the 1972 unification of Mammoth Cave with the even longer system under Flint Ridge to the north, the official name of the system has been the Mammoth-Flint Ridge Cave System. The park was established as a national park on July 1st, 1941. Mammoth Cave National Park has multiple touring options. Today, we will be going on the historical trail. This tour is not known for having a lot of formations, but we will see some today. New Earth Agenda also took the Gothic tour, which gets its name from its Gothic-like formations. You'll be able to join us on this tour in a future video. Tickets can be bought on location or at recreation.gov. We found the tickets to be relatively affordable. We are now entering the big room, where Mammoth Cave originally got its name, due to the rotunda's mammoth size. This room is approximately a quarter-acre in size, making it the 6th largest room in the cave system. For comparison, the largest room is about 2 acres in size. To our right, you will see the over 200-year-old remains of the saltpeter mining operation ran in the cave. Thousands of years of occupation by bats who deposited guano into the soil of Mammoth Cave, thus making the cave's dirt rich with calcium nitrate. Calcium nitrate is a mineral that can be mixed with other high potassium materials to create potassium nitrate, or saltpeter as it is more commonly known. Saltpeter is a principal ingredient in black powder. Mining saltpeter from the cave was extremely profitable in the early 1800s and became even more so with the start of the War of 1812. Demand for gunpowder was at an all-time high during the war, as the importation of gunpowder had become very difficult due to the British blockades of many eastern seaports.
That's okay. The lighting, it's not bad.
Dude, I mean, this is fucking... Like, I thought Marble Cave was big. This is nuts.
This is crazy.
The mining process involved extracting the calcium nitrate using water and large square vats to filter the cave dirt. A solution of water and calcium nitrate would be pumped to the surface, where it was combined with materials such as wood ash and sometimes even ox blood. You heard that right, ox blood, to create the saltpeter. The War of 1812 ended in 1815, and the demand for saltpeter fell dramatically. Eventually, the mining operation stopped. As you go deeper into the depths, you will find the Methodist Church about a quarter-mile into the cave from the historic entrance. This large canyon room has ceilings about 50 feet high. Facing the church to the left, you will see a prominent ledge 15 feet high called the pulpit, where Reverend George Slaughter Gatewood would hold special church services in the 1830s. More than 2 million people visit Mammoth Cave annually, and more than 500,000 of them take a cave tour. Let's find out why. agenda. Checking out the caves.
Ranger Nolan, can you come on down here and let me borrow your lighter? Sorry, I forgot mine in my backpack. A good ranger would have remembered it. I apologize. Yeah, but folks, I always try to give you an idea of what the cave would have looked like for people back then. And at first I thought, maybe I'll just skip it this time, but I thought, no, I would feel bad if nothing else. So I always try to give each group a taste of how the cave would have been seen for much of its existence as a tourist spot. Sorry, Nolan?
Yeah, you lose it. This has my keys and my special Dale Earnhardt Jr. pit lighter.
Well, we're just
I had
gonna.
to go to a mini gas station to find it.
Well, just light it, and then you don't even have to take it out. You don't even have to give it to me. There you go. Thank you. All right, folks. So what we're going to do is once Nolan gets back on the actual trail, I'm going to give you an idea of how these early tours, as I mentioned, how they would have seen the cave. And I ask that you do me and everyone else here a huge favor.
We were asked to turn off any equipment that produced light. You didn't miss much. It was dark. Now that the lights are on, here's a good look at Giant's coffin. Mammoth Cave is one of the oldest tourist attractions in the United States, with the first formal tour happening in 1816. And boy, did they leave their mark. You will see a lot of quote-unquote historical graffiti left by tourists over the next 200 years, as well as Civil War soldiers and even petroglyphs left by Native Americans hundreds or possibly thousands of years ago. However, this activity will now get you arrested. As previously stated, Mammoth Cave has lured humans of all walks of life into its subterranean depths for thousands of years. Throughout the modern history of Mammoth Cave, discoveries of some of the earliest prehistoric indigenous people have been found throughout the cave. While most of the artifacts left behind are items like cane reed, torches, mussel shells, gourd bowls, or woven sandals, there are instances of human remains being found near entrances or even miles back within the dark depths of the cave itself. In 1813, the mummy Fawn Hoof is found. Almost 50 years later, Bill Cutliff and Tom Lee discovered the Little Alice mummy in Salt's Cave. Later on, in 1935, a small group of men who worked for the Civilian Conservation Corps, or CCC, was exploring a high ledge in the area about 2.5 miles from the historic entrance to Mammoth Cave. Upon climbing onto the ledge, the men discovered the remains of an ancient Native American who had likely been mining for minerals from inside the cave, when he had been trapped beneath a large boulder. Mammoth Cave is currently mapped and explored at 426 miles, but this is just what has been discovered to date. The exact length of Mammoth Cave is still unknown. The cave system continues to grow today. Some estimate there could be 600 miles of cave yet to be discovered. Honestly, the vastness of this cave left my mind wandering. I couldn't help but ask, is the Hollow Earth real? Is it all a lie? And here we see the black umbrella. Don't let the side saddle pit take away its beauty.
Got hit by water.
Researchers say at least 70 species of ancient fish have been identified at Mammoth Cave from the over 25 cave and cave passages that have been surveyed, including the discovery of a completely new species of shark announced on National Fossil Day 2023, and I'm gonna butcher this, Strigilodus Tollesonae.
Strigilodus Tollesonae.
Mammoth Cave is currently home to a vast amount of wildlife, including 18 species that are listed on the federal endangered species list, such as the Kentucky cave shrimp. Once thought to be extinct, these tiny eyeless shrimp are found nowhere on Earth except the dark subterranean rivers in Mammoth Cave National Park. Bottomless Pit was in fact not bottomless. If you were to jump, you would find the bottom in about 3 seconds. 40 years after becoming a national park, this cave became a World Heritage Site in 1981. Now, you may be asking yourself, what does it mean to be a UNESCO World Heritage Site? World Heritage Sites are designed by the United Nations Educational, Scientific, and Cultural Organization for having cultural, historical, scientific, or other forms of significance. World Heritage is the designation for places on Earth that are of outstanding universal value to humanity. This happened mainly due to the fact that almost every type of cave formation is present within the site.
Fat guy with a GoPro trying to make it through fat man's misery.
As you can tell, not everyone from New Earth Agenda had fun making it through Fat Man's Misery, but don't let that stop you. This is a must-see attraction. In 1990, the park became an international biosphere. The Biosphere region has been internationally recognized for its cave and karst landscapes, which support a unique diversity of flora and fauna. It also provides the ideal setting for community involvement and groundwater resource protection. As you can see, this cave just keeps going and going and going and going. As we descend further, we arrive upon Mammoth Dome. Mammoth Dome rises to a height of 192 feet. Here I can be seen taking what would probably end up being a subpar photo.
Sweet. Yeah, I was watching him take pictures of his iPhone.
This is Butterscotch Falls. It most likely gets its name from its color, but I didn't get to taste it, so we can't be sure. We are now making our way to Mammoth Dome Stair Tower. Unfortunately, all good things must come to an end. This is where we start our ascension back up. This was the most physically demanding part of our tour, but I couldn't wait to see the views from the top. Believe it or not, today we will only see less than 1% of what Mammoth Cave has to offer. Pretty crazy when you think about it. If you made it to the end of this video, we can't thank you enough. Hope you enjoyed the cave. Until next time, New Earth Agenda. And remember, please human responsibly.